Daryl Golding in the black with red trim. Emrah Sonmez in the white. No touch of gloves, they're straight to business.
Good display of power early from Golding, but Sonmez with a turning side kick.
Sonmez a slight favourite with the bookmakers, but there wasn't a whole lot in it. Oh, he's staggered with a jab there, more call off balance, I believe.
Yeah, it's a timing issue, really. Got caught planting that leg. Both these guys very evenly matched in sort of size and stature.
Oh, a huge right hand there from Sonmez.
Oh, he hit it behind the double jab so well, but Golding trying to respond quickly.
Well, they make them tough up in Wigan. I mean, it's going to have to be against Sonmez.
The finish rate for these guys is ridiculous. Between their 17 wins, there's 16 finishes. So I don't think we're going to see anything slow.
Nice right hand there, and Sonmez says, yes, please, let's have another. I'm not sure about Sonmez, but Golding, I know, has competed as a lightweight as well. Both as an amateur and a professional.
Both
certainly looks good at featherweight.
They've both shown the outside kick well so far. Yeah, loading up that right hand behind that double jab.
A real firefight in our featured prelim thus far. Golding has to be a little bit more disciplined when he's stepping forward like that. Sonmez is a very, very accurate striker.
Yeah, Golding hiding that low kick. Oh, and he got caught. Again, bit of balance. Nice Uchimata off that overhook.
Beautiful stuff there from Sonmez. I mean, now we get to see them test their mettle on the ground.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. Golding, excellent triangles off his back here, so I don't think he's going to be too upset that he's here. You can see he's got a nice underhook control there. He's going to try and sneak that left leg over the top.
Yeah, coming into this one off the back of
here
three submissions, two of them were triangles.
Oh, and that's good work from Sonmez to square himself back up. It's a cheeky right underhook there on the side that Golding's using to try and create an angle to bring that left leg out and over or through and over. Sonmez crowding him up against the cage now. Yeah, and you can hear the corner of Sonmez shouting to square him up. It's exactly the right thing to do. You can't let a guy who's got an excellent submission game off his back create those angles. As soon as the hips come out to the side, you've got to get center lines back in parallel.
Sonmez happy to take his time here.
Okay, stop, don't move, stop, time out, stay there. Stop hitting him in the back of the head. That's 3 times. No, there won't be any more. Stay away from the back of his head. Go back down. Go.
And referee Rich Mitchell there saying 3 times that Golding had caught Sonmez in the back of the head, so looked to be a final warning there, Josh.
Oh, he's got a good bite on this arm again. If he can get the forearm in front, he can use it as a lever, use that to either sweep or attack the submission, but Sonmez really driving his head forward, staying very tight. The shoulder crunch is a great control if you can get the frame in front of the face.
Short strikes there from Sonmez, just keeping busy in this position. Golding not making it easy for him though.
Yeah, and that's what Sonmez has got to do. He's got to keep a work rate up, keeps the ref off his back in terms of asking for movement. And scores with the judges, even if it's the slightest bit of ground and pound, it is going on the scorecards.
Okay, you've got to use your position.
And you hear the referee there just saying that Sonmez needs to stay busy to keep that position, and a flurry of activity follows.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get... Well, is this good ground and pound now?
Yeah, much better there from Sonmez as the clock ticks down. Final 10 seconds of the round.
See how he has no choice, though, but to really crunch everything down and get tight. You don't want to get stuck in like a halfway house when someone's getting their hips out to attack.
Oh, Golding looking to attack the leg there. Sonmez throws down some big shots.
That's a good first round for Sonmez. You know, he looked a little bit more composed on the feet, perhaps, and once he got that takedown, you know, there's a lot of work off the back from Golding, but Sonmez wise to pretty much everything so far.
Let's take a look back at some of the action from that first round, Josh. That was a beautiful right hand behind the double jab from Sonmez.
Yeah, he did get caught on the off balance at one point, though.
Beautiful two-piece there from Golding as well, and an acknowledgement from Sonmez.
So this would have been an interesting leg entanglement with another few seconds on the clock, but generally Sonmez staying very safe in that closed guard position.
Golding wearing a little bit of damage around the face. Has taken a few shots from Sonmez, but nothing devastating.
Smile on the face of Golding.
And yeah, credit where it's due, Josh, to Pedro's matchmaking and being best in the business. It really has been a very well evenly matched fight.
Sonmez going open side with that lead leg. Oh, it's a good turning kick.
And the corner of Sonmez saying touch him up. They want him to get to work early here.
Well, I mean, it was good when he covered the shots and the kicks with that double jab out the front.
Golding just not as disciplined with his striking as Sonmez. Can't afford to leave himself open like that.
Yeah, you can see a bit of the kickboxing background of Sonmez coming out now. Starting to separate them a little bit, perhaps.
Hit the low kick very well there.
Stop. Emrah, every time he comes in, you're reaching out with your fingers. You poke him in the eye, we're going to have a problem. No more. Close the fist. Back up, ready? Go.
Sonmez won that time for moving the hand forward with extended fingers.
It's tough because a lot of guys really want to parry with that open palm and move it away. See again there, exact same thing. Hand open, trying to parry, keep the distance.
Oh, nice 1-2 there from Golding landed.
And you know they land because Sonmez nods and taps his gloves and tries to go straight back at it.
Sonmez a little bit short. Look for a big spinning kick now, it looks like he was trying to get a bite on the ankle there. Golding comes out on top.
Yeah, he's done a good job of squaring back up. Didn't allow himself to get turned and have his hands put to the mat. Allowed him to stay in this top position. Sonmez with that underhook on the left side, trying to stop himself getting flattened here. That's heavy pressure from Golding. Managed to put both shoulders on the mat in fairly short order. Good guard retention from Sonmez, though. Into a half butterfly here. We could see a sprawl pass to the left side. Oh, there we go, manages to step over.
And the crowd here chanting for Sonmez.
It's going to be a triangle from Sonmez. Oh, good work. Gets both arms back inside.
Watch your heads!
Neither man giving an inch here.
No, there's still a lot of time in this round to see how this is going to play out. Sonmez is trying to find some frames here. Again, he's now looking to control one wrist.
Sonmez looking to get those hips to work. Golding not making it easy for him.
Yeah, he's going to go triangle on the left side now. You can see he's trying to sneak that left leg through between those wrists. He's got control. There it is. He's got omoplata entering the other side if he wants it.
We're just 30 minutes away from the start of our main card here in London.
Again, good work from Golding. Wise to it, manages to sneak his way back through to center control. And he's clearly weighing very heavy with that overhook as well. Back to the underhook now. See if he can sneak a bit of a progression past this half guard. Good shoulder pressure turning, but he's going to get swept, and lovely hip bump back.
Sonmez is going to defend the neck here.
Well, he's got a good bite on the leg, to be honest. He can suck it back in and try and pull the leg through, turn hard to his right. There we go.
And Sonmez comes out on top in side control.
He had such a good bite of the single when he came back up to his knees. That was guard retention again from Golding. Looking to climb the legs high. Again, he's looking for a triangle on that left side. You see he pummels that hand inside to try and bring the shin through, then the foot through. But they both have the same tactic with that, so they're more than aware of what's going on.
Sonmez looking to put some points back on the board.
Smothering from top position there. You see the hand covering the mouth. It's unpleasant, but just disrupts the breathing a little bit.
Second round in the books. A better round for Daryl Golding, but both guys had their moments there, Josh.
Yeah, again, another close round. Tough to really see who set themselves apart.
Well, let's take a look at some of the action from that second frame. Nice two-piece combination there from Daryl Golding, and that acknowledgement from Sonmez.
Yeah, Sonmez went just laterally straight backwards. He never moved sideways. And this was a good takedown sequence in the end, capitalizing on the spinning kick. See how here, this is another time he managed to fight his way back into the center position, get both arms back inside, square those hips up. He did it again later on in the round when defending that omoplata. It's just a bit of a loose bottom leg from Sonmez that allowed him to step over the top and get back to a better position.
Sonmez just taking instructions there from Jack Mason and Sean Carter, two men who know a lot about being inside the Cage Warriors cage.
Let's go.
Sonmez changes levels there.
Oh, he's looking for an arming guillotine here, but I don't think he's high enough. That being said, can't quite see the grip. He's got a good bite, forcing Sonmez to frame.
Golding looking for a big squeeze here. He's going to need one.
Well, no, you see the right side of the neck is completely clear at this point. So it's uncomfortable, but it shouldn't. Oh, if he can jump the hips to the side here.
Pops the head out, there's Sonmez, and the crowd here at the Indigo going absolutely wild.
A lot of time to work in this round. If Golding was ever going to rely on his guard game, it's now. Sonmez doing a good job, staying heavy with the head and stuffing the knee. They're going to walk around.
Sonmez trapping the arm as well. Tom Blackledge in the corner of Golding there, barking instructions.
Yeah, Golding, let's see what he's going with his arm now.
Okay, Emrah, you've got to use your position here. Let's advance.
Rich Mitchell wants a little bit more action.
I think that's fair.
Sonmez on top.
Yeah, I think that's fair at this point. There wasn't a lot of ground and pound coming in. He's just kind of trying to stay connected and smother in this position.
Sonmez, if nothing else, running down the clock here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the downside of jumping for that arming guillotine so early here. And obviously having confidence in your ground game does mean you're more inclined to stay there when tactically you might have to try and find a way back up.
Second warning. Use your position.
And they are not going to get a third warning from Rich Mitchell. He's going to stand them up if something isn't done here.
Yeah, Sonmez is going to try and bring the hips forward here. Oh, I think we could see a stand up in a second.
Rich Mitchell taking a close look at this one. And he's going to separate them.
I think that's fair enough.
Sonmez asking his corner how long left.
Oh, and he gets sprawled out and he's gone for the arming guillotine again.
Will it be second time lucky?
Well, the problem is if he doesn't get it, he's on his back again. Doesn't look like he quite has the lat connected on the inside of the neck.
It could be all or nothing for Golding here.
It's you know it's tight when Sonmez starts trying to bring the right hand back in to defend, and he's not at the moment. Now he is. Oh, he's going to pop his head out.
Sonmez gets out.
Yeah, good composure. Still needs to be wary here, though. It's a good attacking position. It's funny, they both have a very similar game off their backs, and that's allowing them to shut each other down very well.
The corner of Sonmez asking for some damage now. It's not enough just to be in that top position. It's a close fight, but Sonmez may just be ahead on the judges' scorecards.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good bet at this point, certainly through this third round.
You've got to use your position.
45 seconds on the clock, and Rich Mitchell already warning them.
He's having a lot of trouble progressing position here because the postural control from Golding's pretty good with that overhook or pulling down on the back of the head. He's keeping him broken down, but at the same time he's so wary of the submission attacks that he's staying in a safe position as well.
And the crowd roaring for Emrah Sonmez. 20 seconds left in the fight.
There's chances here to posture and throw some more significant shots. There we go,
looking for a big finish here. Jack Mason urging his man on. Golding gets up.
That's what I would have liked to see from Sonmez a lot earlier in that round. You know, stand up, get the hips forward, really get over your opponent and start to land something a bit more significant.
That's going to be an interesting one for our judges to pick apart. My gut feeling says that Sonmez may have just pinched that one on the scorecards.
Yeah, and this was an easy takedown for him in the end because Golding wanted to jump on this arming guillotine. It wasn't a bad bite, but he was content to stay on his back once he had to give up that submission attempt, and I think ultimately it cost him the round, the decision to do that. Never quite able to get any other submission attempts that close. I mean, this was the second one, but you know, the fact that Sonmez never felt the need to defend fully is testament that it probably wasn't that close.
Tried for that rolling kick at the end of the fight, didn't find a home though. Bit of a Hail Mary attempt from Sonmez there. Daryl Golding still looking pleased his punch. I believe Sonmez has a hole cut in the front of his t-shirt to show off his abs.
Just making sure the sponsors are happy.
Let's throw it to our MC in the cage, Mr. Hal Chaplin.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to our judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision in the red corner, Emrah Sonmez.
The Anatolian Wolf gets the win. He moves to 11-2. Going to be very interested to see this young man's progress through Cage Warriors as he returns in 2020. A solid performance.